Good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm coming on a little late this evening. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I've been sitting up here playing myself and not paying attention. I've been sitting up here playing Bible basketball myself and not paying attention to what I'm doing, that I am not live. Y'all have to excuse me. Wow. I've been sitting up here playing all by myself and didn't even realize that I ain't live. Yeah, I was having fun on my own. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I was having fun on my own playing Bible basketball by myself and forgot that I'm not live. Good evening, Bishop. God bless you, Bishop. Good to see you this evening. I'm sitting up here playing Bible basketball on my own and didn't realize I wasn't live. I was really into it. I was getting somewhere. I better start this over again. I was answering everything myself. Man, I was answering everything myself and didn't even realize that I wasn't live. So I apologize to everyone. Good evening, Bishop. I'm doing all right. Good evening, cousin Shirley. I apologize. I'm sitting up here playing by myself and didn't even realize I wasn't even live. For 10 minutes, sitting up here playing by myself. Let me get y'all involved in this here. Let me get y'all involved in this here. Come on now. Here comes our first question. Here comes our first question. I'm sorry about that. What was the name of the kinsman of Naomi's husband? We in the book of Ruth, chapter 2. I'm sorry, cousin Priscilla. I was sitting up here praying by myself and didn't even realize I hadn't let y'all in on the fun. But I got the answer, so I already know the answer. What was the name of the kinsman of Naomi's husband? And cousin Shirley said it was Boaz. Anybody else disagree? Go with it or what? What was the cousin? What was the cousin? She said A. All right. Are we going with A? Anybody see anything different? Bishop, he going with A too. Down the court to Bishop and cousin Shirley go with A. Good evening, Pastor White. God bless you, my brother, and First Lady Gail. Y'all had to excuse me. I was playing by myself and didn't even have y'all in on it. All right, First Lady Gail takes off down the court and she passes the ball to cousin Priscilla. Is this correct with A? We're going to move a little faster since I done messed up. Is A correct? That is correct. Way to slam it with A. Flying 360 slam with A. All right, let's move on down the court with our next question. Here comes the next question. It said, whose fields did Ruth glean? Whose field did she glean? Come on, y'all get ready. Head down the court. Was it A, Boaz, B, Chilion, C, Imelec, or D, Josiah? Here in Women's History Month. Show y'all know. And the bishop said it was Chilion's field. The bishop said Chilion's field. Down the court, he goes with Chilion. Is everybody in agreement with B? Or does somebody see something different? Come on, y'all. Down the court, we're going with B. As the seconds tick on the clock, and here come Pastor White and First Lady Gail say it was A. Yeah. Right. I don't know what went wrong with me today. Yeah, all right. Said it was A. Down the court, Pastor White passed it to cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passed it down the court to my wife, First Lady. God bless you. She's with us this evening. But the bishop stole it from her and went back the other way. Is that correct? Was it Chilion or was it Boaz? She stole it right back with Boaz down the court. She passed it to First Lady Gail to Taylor. Good evening, Taylor. And Taylor says it was Boaz. Is this a slam dunk? That is correct. It is Boaz. Flying 360 slam dunk with Boaz. Let's get ready to head on down the court with our next question. Here comes our next question. Next question said, when Boaz asked about Ruth, He was told she was the damsel that came back with Naomi from where? Where did she come from? Where did she come from, y'all? Where did Ruth come from here? This is Women's History Month, and we're taking a look at women. Did she come from A, Moab, B, Midian, C, Philistine, or D, Jerusalem? Where did she come from? And down the court, here comes Cousin Priscilla with Moab. She takes off down the court. First Lady said, good evening, everyone. And here comes Cousin Shirley. She takes the ball heads down the court with Moab. She passes it to the bishop. The bishop passes it back to Cousin Shirley, who passes it to Cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor takes off down the court, and she passed to First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail passed to the pastor, back and forth between the pastor and First Lady Gail. They go. And they said this is a slam with Moab. And here come our First Lady with Moab, and she passed back to First Lady Gail to the bishop. It's just a slam. That is a slam dunk. It is Moab. Flying 360 slam dunk with Moab. All right, let's get ready to head down the court with our next question. Next question says, Boaz told Ruth not to glean where? A, in his field. B, in anyone else's field. C, don't glean no more. Or D, don't glean after dark. Who's going to take off down the court on this one here? Where did Boaz tell Ruth not to glean? In his field, in anyone else's field? And here comes Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley said don't glean in anyone else's field. But the bishop said don't glean in his field. But here come First Lady Gail, and the pastor stole it and going back the other way as they go down the court and they pass it to Cousin Shirley. Don't glean in anyone else's field. And back to First Lady Gail, who passed it to Taylor. Taylor takes off down the court and passes back to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley got it stolen by the bishop. The bishop goes back the other way. But here comes First Lady. Our First Lady said, no, it's supposed to be in anyone else's field. And she passed to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla passed it back to the First Lady. Down the court, they going with anyone else's field. Is that correct? That is correct. Don't glean in anyone else's field. All right, let's keep it moving here in Women's History Month. Here comes our next question. Our next question said, Boaz instructed the young men not to what? I don't want y'all to A, help her, B, touch her, C, respect her, or D, allow her on his property. What did he say? We're going to take off down the court on this one here. And the bishop is saying, don't touch her. Don't you touch her. Anybody else see something different? And then he passes it to Cousin Priscilla. Don't touch her. Cousin Priscilla passes to Cousin Shirley. Don't touch her. Down the court, they go on with don't touch her. She comes to the top of the key, looks around for somebody to pass the ball to. Don't touch her. Is that correct? Anybody else going to help her out? And she passes to the right to First Lady Gail, who passed to First Lady Neal, who passed to Cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor passes it back to the bishop, who passes it to First Lady Gail, back to the pastor, who passed to the First Lady. First Lady passed back to First Lady Gail, said, don't touch her. That is correct. Don't touch her. Don't touch her. Another flying 360. Let's keep it rolling here, y'all. Let's keep it moving here in Women's History Month in the WNBA. Boaz said when she is thirsty, she should drink what? She should drink A, with the animals, B, wine from the well, or D, what the men had drawn. That's so true, Taylor. That's so true. Good evening, Sister Monica. God bless you, my sister. Glad to have you with us this evening. So what should you do? A, with the animals, wine from the well, or water from that are drawn. And then come Cousin Shirley said, water from the men had drawn. But the bishop still said, with the animals. She should drink with the animals, Bishop? Wow, Bishop is tough on the women. The bishop is tough on the women. Down the court, the bishop go with them, but here come Cousin Taylor, steals and go the other way. And she passed to Pastor White to First Lady Gail. The bishop steals it, but Pastor White steals and passes back to First Lady Gail. Down the court, she go between her legs and passes it to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley takes off down the court and passes it to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla passes to Sister Monica. Sister Monica passes to the First Lady. First Lady go between her legs and trying to slam it. Is this a slam from Jones? That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. She needs to drink what the man has drawn. All right, let's keep it moving on down here with our next question. It said, when Ruth asked Boaz why he was showing her so much kindness, what did he say? A, he was not. C, because she was a Jew. D, C, he heard all she had done for Naomi. D, he didn't know. A, he was not. B, because she was a Jew. C, he heard all she done for Naomi. D, he didn't know. All right, here come Cousin Shirley, takes off down the court with C because of Naomi. But the bishop steals it with B and goes the other way. But here cousin Priscilla steals it and passes it to the first lady. First lady passes to First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail passes it down the court and she passes it back to First Lady Neal, who passes it to the pastor. Pastor passes it back to First Lady Gail between her legs behind her back as the pastor and First Lady Gail go down the court, and they pass it to Sister Monica. Sister Monica passes it to Cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor go between her legs behind her back, showing off her skills here in the WNBA. She's showing off her skills here in the WNBA. If he was showing her devotion to home, look at this sister. This sister is showing she know what she's talking about. He was showing off her toy. Is that correct? That is correct. This sister showing off her skills here in the WNBA. All right, let's keep it moving here. Keep it moving in the WNBA. It said at mealtime she ate what? At mealtime she ate A, not. B, with the reapers. C, alone. Or D, crumbs. What did she eat at mealtime? Come on, who gonna help us out on this one here? What did she eat at mealtime? She didn't eat. She ate with the reapers. She ate alone, or she ate some crumbs. What did she eat at mealtime, y'all? What did she eat at mealtime? Here come Cousin Shirley saying she ate with the reapers. Down the court, Cousin Shirley go with the reaper. Does somebody see something different? Are we all in agreement? And she passes Sister Monica. Sister Monica has it stolen by First Lady Gail, who says she ate alone. First Lady Gail got it stolen by First Lady Neal. She go between her legs and passes it down the court to Taylor. Cousin Taylor go down the court and pass it to First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail gets back with it, takes away from the pastor, and she go with Cousin Priscilla. Priscilla passes it back to First Lady Gail. Now the pastor is getting with him. He getting with his wife now. Down the court, the pastor and First Lady Gail go, and here come my son Daniel. Good evening, Daniel. Daniel says she ate with the reapers. Down the court, Daniel passes to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla passes it to Sister Monica. Is that true with the reapers? That is correct. She ate with the reapers. Way to slam it on that one now. Way to slam it. All right, let's keep it rolling, y'all. Let's keep it rolling here in the WNBA. Next question says she was allowed to glean what? A, among the sheaves. B, after dark. C, while others ate. Or D, after the animals. How was she allowed to glean? Come on, y'all. I know y'all pretty good here in the WNBA. Show y'all skills here in the WNBA. Who gonna start this one off? Who gonna take the ball out of bounds on this one here? Who gonna take the ball out of bounds? Come on, y'all. Don't be afraid. Hurry up and take that ball out of bounds before the referee blows his whistle. You got 5 seconds. He blows his whistle, and the ball goes to the opposing team. Come on, y'all. Come out of that huddle. And here come Cousin Shirley comes out of the huddle, take the ball out of bounds, pass the ball down the court. Down the court she goes with She. Anybody gonna help her out? She comes to the top of the key, looking around. She passes to Sister Monica. Sister Monica passes to Cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor passes back to Cousin Shirley, who passes to First Lady Gail, to Pastor White and First Lady Gail, going back and forth down the court. Down the court, Pastor White and First Lady Gail pass it to Sister Monica. Sister Monica passes it back to First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail takes off down the court, looking in for a slam. Is this correct? Anybody else see anything different? Is she going to have to slam this one on her own? Does she have to slam it on her own? That is correct. Flying 360 slam. That's what we're talking about. Sheila gleaned among the reeds. All right, let's keep it moving here, y'all. Here comes our next question. Let's keep it moving. It said a young man was instructed to do what? A, leave handfuls on purpose. B, leave nothing behind. C, remove her from the property. Or D, allow her nothing. What were the young men instructed? We're going to take the ball out of bounds on this one here. All right, it's time for y'all to come out of that timeout. And there come Cousin Shirley, take the ball out of bounds, say leave handfuls on purpose. She passed it First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail passed to the pastor, back and forth. First Lady Gail, and the pastor passed it back and forth down the court. Down the court, the pastor and First Lady Gail goes with the ball. Leave handfuls, and they pass it back to Cousin Shirley. The pastor and Cousin Shirley and First Lady Gail going down at it. They going down and they pass it to First Lady Neal. First Lady Neal passed to Cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor passed back to First Lady Neal, who passed to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla goes in for the slam. Is this a slam dunk? That is a slam. That is a slam dunk. Flying 360 slam on that one there, y'all. That's a flying 360 slam. And that brings us to our halftime. We're going to have a commercial here, and then we're going to come back for the second half. Let's go into a commercial here. All right. Let's get ready to start this second half. And the second half might be a little easier for y'all. Let's get ready to start this second half of our WNBA here in Women's History. This is Women's History here in the WNBA. And so let's get started with our second half. Might be a little tougher, but I know y'all can handle it. It might be a little tougher, but I believe y'all can handle it. Here in the third quarter, here comes our first question. It says, Rahab lived in a city that Joshua was going to destroy. What was the name of that city? Was it the city A, city of David, B, Nazareth, C, Bethlehem, or D, Jericho? Come on, y'all, here in the second half, it might be a little tough, but I know y'all can play in that WNBA. What was the name of that city that they was about to destroy? And here come Cousin Shirley say it was Jericho. Down the court, Cousin Shirley goes with Jericho. She goes between her legs behind her back, showing off her skills as she passed to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla takes off down the court, comes to the top of the key, looking around. She looking from left and to the right, looking for somebody to pass to, and she passes it to her daughter, Taylor. Taylor takes it to the right side, looking for a three-pointer. She's looking for a three-pointer, and she passes it back to Sister Glenzie Cummings. Good evening, Sister Glenzie Cummings. Sister Glenzie Cummings looks to the top of the key and passes to Sister Monica Chapman. Sister Monica Chapman looks at the top of the key, looking around for somebody to pass the ball to. She goes between her legs behind her back, and she passes to Sister Alice Cummings. Good evening, Sister Alice Cummings. God bless you, my sister. And she passed to First Lady. The First Lady passed it back to Sister Alice Cummings, who passed it to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla looked at the key and passed back to Sister Alice Cummings. Is that correct? Is it Jericho? Is this a slam dunk with Jericho? That is correct. It is Jericho. We're slamming and moving on here in Women's History Month. Y'all slamming that ball. So let's keep it rolling. Here in the second half, third quarter of our second half, it said, did God hear Hagar crying in desperation when Abraham and Sarah had exiled her and her son? Yes, he heard her. A, yes. B, no. C, yes, but he didn't respond. Or D, yes, but her son was already dead. Anybody know the story of Hagar? Come on, y'all. I know y'all can play some b-ball here in the WNBA. Did God hear her crying? Yes, no. Yes, but he didn't respond. Yes, but he was already dead. All right, here come cousin Priscilla say yes. And here comes cousin Shirley. She passed to cousin Shirley, who passed to cousin Taylor. They all say yes. Down the court between cousin Priscilla to cousin Shirley, back to cousin Taylor, who passed back to cousin Shirley, who passed to sister Alice, coming back to cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor passed to cousin Shirley, back to sister Glenzie, coming, who passed back to cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley go between her legs, behind her back, saying yes. She passed to sister Alice, coming. She is determined, and that is correct. It is yes. Way to slam that ball. Flying 360 with a yes. We're keeping it moving here, y'all. Here, and we're going to keep it moving here in Women's History Month in the WNBA. It says Esther was considered very what? Esther was A, weak, C, beautiful. B, beautiful, C, ugly, or D, loud. Esther was up. What? A, weak, B, beautiful, C, ugly, or D, loud. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it rolling here. You said she was beautiful. All right, down the court, cousin Shirley go with beautiful. She go between her legs, behind her back with beautiful. Down the court, she passed to the leg, passed to First Lady. The First Lady passed to cousin Taylor, who passed the First Lady Gail to the pastor, and First Lady Gail going between their legs, and they pass it to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings passed to Sister Glenzie Cummings, who passed it down the court between her legs, behind her back, and passed it back to First Lady. The First Lady passed it to Sister Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla goes between her legs, behind her back, and passes it to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings takes off down the court between her legs, behind her back, and she passes it to Sister Glenzie Cummings. Sister Glenzie Cummings takes off down the court and passes to First Lady Gail, who passes it to First Lady Neal. She passed to cousin Taylor. Back to First Lady Gail. Is this a slam dunk with beautiful? That is correct. She was beautiful. Way to slam it on that one there with beautiful. Let's keep it rolling here, y'all, in Women History Month. Here's our next question. It said a wise woman from Tekoa was instructed to pretend to be in mourning in order to speak a message to King David. Which of the following would not represent someone in mourning? A, grieving, that ain't no mourning. B, wearing mourning clothes, that ain't no mourning. C, singing joyful and dancing, that ain't no mourning. D, not wearing lotions or perfume. Yeah, that's mourning. That'll make somebody cry. That'll make somebody cry. All right, here come cousin Priscilla, takes off down the court, says singing, joyful, and dancing. Down the court, cousin Shirley said not wearing perfume. Not wearing lotions or perfume. Not wearing lotion or perfume. But here comes Sister Glenzie Cummings and said, no, singing joyful and dancing. She go between her leg past the First Lady Neal. First Lady Neal passed the First Lady Gail, who passed back to Sister Glenzie Cummings. Good evening, Ebony. God bless you, my sister. Welcome to the WNBA. And down the court, they pass it to cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor passed to her mother, to cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla passed it back to First Lady Gail. Got a double C on that one. And she passed to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings back to First Lady Gail. Is that correct? She passed back to Sister Alice Cummings. And that is correct. You ain't going to be joyful dancing and everything. Ain't no dancing and stuff. All right. Way to slam it on that. Here comes our next question. Here's the last question of the third quarter. Here's the last question of the third quarter. It says, Ruth is the name of a book of the Bible. True, A, true, B, false, C, not true, or D, only sometimes. Is Ruth a name of a Bible? And here comes Sister Cousin Taylor, took off right away. She said, that is true. That girl know how to play basketball. And she passed the First Lady Gail back to the pastor. First Lady Gail passed it to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley got it stolen by Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla said, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Ain't no Ruth. But here come First Lady Gail, took it away from Cousin Priscilla and passed down the court to Sister Glenzie. Sister Glenzie passed back to the First Lady. Here come Cousin Priscilla, said, no, excuse me, y'all. She going with the majority. Don't be afraid to stand on your own, Cousin Priscilla. Don't be afraid. and she passed to Sister Glenzie, back to cousin Priscilla, who passed it to Sister Alice, back to the Pastor White, to First Lady Gail, who passed it back to Sister Alice, coming to First Lady Gail, back to cousin Shirley, back to First Lady Gail, to Pastor White, back to Sister Alice, coming back to First Lady Gail, to cousin Shirley. You say you were thinking about Esther. That's all right, my sister. Esther is in there too. So that would have been wrong for Esther, but that's all right. That's all right, my sister. Come on now. Here comes Sister Alice, coming, takes off down the court. You set a screen for Sister Glenzie coming. Oh, okay, you set a screen for her. And here comes Sister Alice coming, takes off down the court. Down the court, Sister Alice coming. If we come to the end of the third quarter, is this a slam dunk? That is true. That is the end of the third quarter. That is the end of the third quarter with a slam dunk here in the WNBA. We're going to come back, take a quick break, and then we're going to finish up the fourth quarter. All right, let's get started here with this fourth quarter. Let's bring out and win this game here in the fourth quarter. Here comes our first question for the fourth quarter. Here we go. It says, God was blank with David when he had Bathsheba's husband killed. Good evening, Ashley. God bless you, Ashley. Glad to see you this evening. He was A, pleased when he had him killed. You sure, Ashley? B, happy. C, displeased. Or D, joy. What y'all say about that one here? We gonna go with Ashley with please. Here come cousin Turley, steals it from Ashley and takes off down the court with C. Then she passed at cousin Shirley with C. Cousin Shirley passed to First Lady Neal with C. Back to cousin Shirley, back to First Lady Neal, who passed at cousin Priscilla to Sister Glenzie Common, back to the First Lady, to Sister Glenzie Common, to First Lady Gail, to the pastor, back to Sister Glenzie Common, back to cousin Shirley, who passed to Sister Alice coming back to Ashley Good with him. All right, Ashley. Ashley takes off down the court, past First Lady Gail, back to Sister Glenzie coming, back to First Lady Gail, to the pastor, back to Sister Alice coming, back to the First Lady Gail, passing Sister Taylor. David was always doing something. All right. Yeah, man. We always doing something. Here comes Sister Alice coming. Is that true? He was displeased. Is that true? That is correct. He was displeased. Way to slam it on that one now. All right, let's keep it rolling here in Women's History 1 here in the fourth quarter. It said, when Saul's wife looked back at the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, she turned into a pillar of what? A, rice. B, water. C, salt. Or D, grass. What did she turn into? Come on, y'all. Show y'all skills here in the WNBA. And here comes cousin Taylor, says salt. Down the court she goes with salt. This sister going between her leg behind her back, past the First Lady Neal, back to First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail back to First Lady Neal, back to First Lady Gail, to the pastor. And good evening, Lanice Adams. Good evening. God bless you. Glad to have you with us this evening. And here goes Lanice, goes down the court and pass it to Pastor White. Pastor White takes off down the court and pass it to Ebony. Ebony goes between the legs behind the back and pass back to First Lady Gail, back to Sister Alice Cummings. Sister Alice Cummings go between the legs, pass Sister Glenn coming to Sister Monica. Sister Monica passed to Sister Alice, back to Sister Glenn, who passed to First Lady Gail, back to Sister Alice. Sister Alice passed to cousin Priscilla, back to Ebony. And here come cousin Shirley. Said none. It was Lot's wife. They tried. All right. I don't know what that is. And here comes somebody said not Saul. Not Saul. Okay. Yeah. Here comes Sister Anna coming. They pass it to Ashley. Ashley says salt. Down the court. Ashley passed back to Sister Alice. Sister Alice come and go between her legs behind her back with salt. Is that correct here with salt? That is correct. It is salt. Way to slam it with salt here. Way to slam it with salt. Let's keep it rolling here with our next question. Next question says, did Esther help protect the Jewish people from Haman's plot to kill them? Yes, she convinced the king to help. A, yes. B, no, she was not able to stop them. C, no, she did not want to stop him. D, no, she was too scared to stop him. I don't know what y'all talking about. All right, there go First Lady Gail said no. Said yes, she was convinced. She convinced them to help. And she passed to Pastor. Pastor passed to Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passed back to the First Lady Gail, back to the pastor who passed to Cousin Priscilla. Cousin Priscilla passed it back to First Lady Gail. Down the court, First Lady Gail said yes, she convinced them to help. Is we gonna slam this one here? Can we win this fourth quarter? Anybody else see anything different here? Yes, she convinced Esther, convinced the king to help, and here comes Cousin Taylor said yes. She passed to the First Lady. First Lady passed to Sister Glenzie coming back to the First Lady who passed to Sister Alice coming. Is this a slam dunk as Sister Glenzie coming takes off down the court and she passed to Cousin Priscilla? Is this a slam dunk? Yes, if I parry, let me parry. This sister know her b-ball. She know how to slam that ball. She say if I perish, let me parry. All right, let's keep it moving here in the WNBA. Let's see if we can win this game. Here comes our next question. Said Ruth became a widow while in Moab. What does widow mean? What does widow mean? What does widow mean? Someone whose son died. B, someone whose husband died. C, someone who has died. D, someone whose daughter died. And here comes Cousin Taylor, takes off down the court right away, and she says someone whose husband died. And she passes Cousin Shirley. Cousin Shirley passes it to Cousin Priscilla, who passes Sister Glenzie coming. Sister Glenzie coming, passes the First Lady Gail back to the pastor, back to Sister Glenzie coming. Down the court, she passes back to First Lady Gail, to Sister Alice coming, who passed to Sister Glenzie coming, who passed to Ebony, back to First Lady Gail, who passed to Sister Glenzie, back to the pastor. The pastor passed it to First Lady Neal, back to First Lady Gail, to Sister Alice coming, who passed it to the First Lady. And here comes Sister Lenise, go between her legs behind her back, and she passed it to Sister Alice coming. Sister Alice coming, pass it to First Lady Gail. First Lady Peggy Neal. First Lady Peggy Neal go between her legs behind her back, pass Sister Alice coming. Is this another slam dunk with someone's husband? Are we all in agreement with someone's husband? That is correct. It is someone's husband. Way to slam it on that one there. All right, here comes our last question. Here comes our last question, y'all. Can we win this thing? Last question. Said the story of Esther is described in what book? A, Genesis. B, Matthew. C, Esther. D, Job. Come on, Cousin Priscilla. You was just talking about this. So show your skills. Where is this story? And here comes Cousin Shirley says in the book of Esther. Somebody see something different. She go between the leg behind the back and passes First Lady Gail. First Lady Gail passes Sister Alice coming back to First Lady Gail to the pastor, says Sister Glenzie coming. Down the court, they going between the leg behind the back and she passes back to First Lady Gail. We all in agreement. Can we win this game? Back to the pastor who passes Sister Alice coming back to First Lady Gail. Back to this one here. That's right. That's so true. And here comes Sister Alice coming past the Sister Lenise. Lenise passes between the leg behind the back to Pastor White. Pastor White passed to Cousin Taylor. Cousin Taylor back to Sister Alice coming, who passed it to the First Lady. First Lady said, we won. She claiming victory already. I don't know about that First Lady. The game ain't over with already. The game ain't over with yet. But she claiming victory already. Hell, we won, y'all. Here comes Sister Ebony. She said, yes, we done won, y'all. She going with Esther too. Have we won this game? That is correct. That is correct, y'all. Way to go out with a slam. Way to go out with a flying 360 slam. We like to thank you all for being a part of this Bible basketball. Had a good time with all you all. Sorry about coming on late. I was playing by myself and didn't even realize it. Playing all by myself, and I was having a good time. All right, y'all have a blessed rest of your evening. Remember to trust the process and keep God first. What you say, Taylor? In the end, we win. It's a fixed fight, and we've already won. In the end, we win. Good game, everyone. Y'all be blessed. Trust the process and keep God first. In the end, we win. We always win. We win. We win, y'all.